Oh, it's time to sew, craft, or bake.
Okay, so this is what the dress is going to look like when you make it. This is the back. It's got a elastic with a lace ribbon. And then here's the bottom. I'll show you the front. The front looks like pretty much the same as the back, except it doesn't have that stuff. So this is what you're going to be making. Okay? Sewing machine, an ironing board, some pins, scissors, a high-waisted skirt pattern, 1/4 yards or 5 yards of cotton fabric, 1.5 yards of fusible interfacing, thread, and a visible zipper, and some elastic. Okay, well, I cannot tell you how to make the pattern for the high-waisted skirt because I did not make the pattern. I got the pattern information from LiveJournal. You should probably type in how to make a high-waisted skirt. Oh, and I also got the instructions from the Japanese Goth Lolita Gladisori Volume 14. I got the picture from the internet. Okay? So you need a sewing machine, ironing board, pins, scissors, high-waisted skirt pattern, 4.5 yards or 5 yards of cotton fabric, 1.5 yards of fusible interfacing, thread, invisible zipper, and elastic. Okay? This pattern you see right here on the floor is the back pattern. You're going to put this line right here on the fold of your fabric. Okay? The other pattern is the front. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to put this line right here on the fold of the fabric. Alright? The pattern here is for your side panels. So you should have about 4 of them. So you're going to cut 2 of them out. Those are your side panels. Okay? And that's what the pattern consists of. Okay, so this is the back pinned on the edge. This is the front pinned on the edge, the fold. And that's one of the side panels. Now you're going to pin and cut them out. And you're going to repin this one out on your fabric. So you have 4 of them. Okay? So you'll have 1 front, back, 1 front, and 4 sides. Okay? So if you have a cutting mat, you're going to make a couple of strips of 6 strips for your ruffle on the bottom, and they're going to be measured at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to cut down, and you should have a 44-inch strip. Sorry if the lighting is bad in here. You're going to need about 6 of this or more, depending on how big the bottom of your span of the skirt is, okay? So 6 ruffles. You're going to cut a 5-inch strip, and your fabric is still going to be in half, okay? Now you're going to cut a strip into the waist. This is the waistband for the inside. It's going to be 4 inches up, and it depends on what size you are. For my size, I need to cut a 36-inch strip, so you're going to cut 2 44-inch strips if you're a size 32. It depends on what size you are. Just don't use my measurements for your waist. It's whatever waist you are that you made for your pattern, okay? But it's definitely 4 inches going up this way, okay? So cut 2 of those. So you have 1 back, 2 waistband pieces, 6 ruffles, 4 side waists, and one front. Okay, and then I'll take you to the next step after that. So this is your first side waisted skirt panels. The side waist, this is either the right or left. You're going to put right sides together, and you're going to sew on one curve all the way down. Okay? Something like this. Make sure you clip your curves and not too much into the fabric, and then you're going to iron your part. Now we're going to work on the other two side panels. We're going to put the invisible zipper in the middle. Okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to install your zipper the way that it says on the manufacturer, what came in your instructions. And then you're going to sew up the hem and sew down your zipper tab. Alright? So follow the directions for your zipper on your where your zipper came in from. The package, it should have directions in it. Okay? I'll take you to the next step. You're going to take one of your side panels, and you're going to put right sides together, and we're attaching this to our front of the dress part. So put your right sides together, and you're going to sew at a 5/8 on this seam, and don't forget to reverse stitch. And you're going to go up the row and in. Well, actually, you should start at the top here. Okay? So we're going to put right sides together of your side panel and your front skirt. And you're going to do this to both side panels, so the other one goes on the other side when you get it done sewn. Okay? Cut a 2 5/8 strip and a 1 5/8 going this way. Okay? Alright. This is for your loop on the back of your dress. You'll probably want to cut 3 or 4 of these. You should get something that looks like... Alright, so you'll want, if you're doing 4, you'll want 4 on each side. Or if you're doing 3, you'll want 6 in total. So if you're doing a 4 on each side, you'll need 8 in total. And if you're doing 3 on each side, you'll need a 6 in total of these. Alright? What you do is to iron this. You're going to fold this in half, like so. And you're going to iron it in half. And then you're going to take hold on. You're going to take your one corner and fold it up to the line, and you're going to fold up the other part. Hold on. You're going to iron the part that you folded up to the line. Like so. And then you're going to match the other side to the line. And you're going to iron that out. And then you're going to fold it in half where you originally had your line in the center. And then you're going to re-iron that. And then do that to the rest of your pieces. And you've got your strip. Now you're going to sew right here on the edge where it's open. Right here on the edge. And you're going to do them to the rest of yours. Alright? An inch on your fabric. And then you're going to pin your 3 or 4 tabs, and you're going to sew on this edge right here, okay? And do this to the other side as well. And make sure that the other edge is facing this direction, towards the edge of your cut. Okay? You're going to put your right sides together and pin. This is your back side with all the other pieces. You're going to sew that side, and then this side over here. Okay? And 5/8, and don't forget to reverse stitch. And make sure that your tabs are facing this direction in the top here, okay? On the span of your waistband, if you had to sew it together, that's okay. If you had to sew it together, you're going to sew it a 5/8 seam. Now when you're done with that, you're going to apply your fusible interfacing from the manufacturer's directions and all the way on it. Now we're going to put a small hem in here, okay? Put your right sides of your waistband on the outside of your fabric, and then you're going to sew on your waistband, okay? Don't forget to reverse stitch. And you're going to match your ends at where your zipper is, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to iron this up towards your interfacing, and then you're going to sew along it, okay? And this is the right side's out, okay? Now you're going to fold it back towards the inside of your fabric, and you're going to sew right along this edge, alright? And then you'll get something that looks like this. Bring in the fabric, okay? So now we're going to put our rows of stitching in for our elastic, okay? My elastic is a 1/4 knit elastic. It looks something like this. So you'll probably want to measure your length out. I'm going to be using a 5/8 from here. Okay? So how many rows of elastic you want, that's how many rows you're going to stick in your skirt. I'm probably going to do 5 or 6 or 4. Okay? So here's how you're going to insert your elastic. You're going to safety pin one end, and then you're going to safety pin another. And you're going to inch this through your channels, and then you're going to sew your ends, and you're going to get something that looks like this. Okay? You're going to fold your edge over at a diagonal, and you're going to hand stitch your waistband down. You're going to do a slip stitch. You're going to do that all the way, except for where your elastic is, because it's going to be hard to do that. Alright, now we're going to work on the ruffle. Okay, so now we're working on the strips, and what you're going to do is you're going to put your ends together, whether if you cut out 4 or 6 or whatever the expand of your ruffles will be. You're going to just sew them, and then when you get them all sewed, you're going to iron the seams, okay? Put our gathering stitches in. All machines are different. For my long stitch, it's the highest number. On other machines, it might be the lowest number. So, you're going to set that to your longest stitch, and you're going to sew at a 5/8, and then you're going to sew above your 5/8. And do not reverse stitch on this. And continue to go all the way down. Okay? You want 2 rows of long stitches at the top. Take your hem, which is this right here, and you're going to fold it up, and then you're going to hem it, iron it, and then you're going to fold the edge within this so that you're encasing the edges, and then after that you're going to sew down the line, okay? Is you're going to pin your ruffle to the top of your right sides together, and you're going to pull your gathering threads in, and then you're going to sew it on your skirt, and then your ruffle should lay like this. And then you're done. Oh, hold on. And then you're going to need that purple ribbon, and you're going to loop it in the back side of your dress like this, in your loops. You're going to crisscross.